Health, Home, and Lifestyle. Presented by Paradise Fitness Center, changing lives since 1996.
Hafide, and welcome to the Health, Home, and Lifestyle edition of KUAM News Extra. I'm Isa Baza, so glad you could join us. Coming up in tonight's show, we give you tips on how to keep your New Year's resolution and also tell you how you can take advantage of some free classes at the Paradise Fitness Center this week. But first, here's this week's Health Check Report with nurse Jen Artero.
Health Check with Nurse Jen is presented by Island Cancer Center.
Hafide, I'm Nurse Jen, and you're watching Health Checked. Urinary tract infections, also referred to as a UTI, are sometimes too common for both women and men. However, if you're a woman, sadly, your chance of getting a urinary tract infection is as high as 50% that you will get a UTI at least once in your lifetime. Your urinary tract is the organ that makes urine and excretes urine out of the body. If germs or bacteria enter this organ, it can cause a UTI. Hence, it's important that both genders pay attention to your own urinary output, looking for symptoms such as a burning sensation or feeling upon urination, pain when you urinate, a cloudy foul odor or unusual smell of your urine, lower or abdominal back pain, because this is where the kidneys are located, fever and chills, and occasionally some people have experienced nausea and vomiting. If you have these symptoms, it's time to see your physician. UTI treatments often include antibiotic oral therapy that may be prescribed for a week or possibly a single dose of an antibiotic after intercourse only, or a low-dose antibiotic prescription over a longer period of time to help with repeated chronic UTI infections. Prevention is the key, ladies and gentlemen. It's important to empty your bladder frequently and as soon as you feel the need to go. Don't rush while you're sitting on the toilet. This will ensure that you have completely and entirely emptied your bladder. For women, always wipe your perineal area from front to back and don't douche. Another recommendation for everyone is to drink lots of water. Everyone claims water is the best hydration mode, and several researchers have confirmed this in numerous studies. Not necessarily cranberry juice. Research is not able to confirm that cranberry juice is the best drink option for a UTI. Choose showers over bathtubs, and both genders should clean genital areas before intercourse and definitely urinate after intercourse to flush away any bacteria or germs that may have entered the urethra. However, if you and your partner were not able to cleanse your genital areas before intercourse, then it should be cleansed after intercourse. And finally, if your perineal area commonly sweats throughout the day, you should wear cotton underwear or boxers to keep the genital area dry, ultimately preventing moisture and growth of bacteria. If you have any additional questions or concerns about UTIs, please email me at nursejen@kuam.com. I'm Nurse Jen, reminding you, don't wreck yourself, health check yourself.
Health Check with Nurse Jen is presented by Island Cancer Center.
Thanks, Nurse Jen. Stay tuned. We give you some tips on how to keep your New Year's resolution with Marisa from the Paradise Fitness Center after the break.
Health, Home, and Lifestyle. Presented by Paradise Fitness Center, changing lives since 1996.
Hafide, and welcome back to Healthy Living. I'm here at Paradise Fitness Center with Marisa to talk about a little bit about New Year's resolutions. And so you taught one of the first classes of the new year here today. Can you tell us a little bit about your class?
Yes, TRX, it's suspension training. It uses the straps that hang from the ceiling, using your body at different angles to create resistance using your own body weight. So it's very good for any type of person, as you'll see in the video. We have young, we have old, we have people with shoulder injuries that we can modify just with a simple step back, step in. So it's very easy for people that are especially beginners and maybe afraid of trying out a class like this. It's really easy to follow. So.
And the thing that I like about it is, you know, people get really intimidated when they go into the gym and they see all these big weights. And so this one kind of just it looks intimidating because you see all these straps, you're like, what is that?
Yeah.
But really it's just using your body weight.
Yes, it's definitely using your body weight. And it's as easy as taking a step in or step out to decrease or increase the difficulty. So if you're struggling with a portion, you know, you can take a step in, or depending on what position you're at. There's also different stances, whether you have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, a wider stance, a smaller stance, or even on 1 foot. So it's really easy to make variations in your movement. Unlike being out on the equipment, you have to get off, you have to change the weight, you have to put it back. Whereas TRX, you can immediately just adjust it by moving your body.
Okay, so, and of course, it's the first few days of the new year, and millions of people throughout the world are making New Year's resolutions, and a lot of those are geared towards health and fitness. You know, it's a big deal, not only people wanting to get in shape, but people wanting to improve their health. Maybe, you know, they have people in their family who are sick, they want to avoid that in the future. So did you see, have you noticed a difference in the first few days of the new year here at the gym?
Yes, Paradise Fitness is offering an open house, so we're free to the public until the 7th of January. So that's really, a lot of people are able to come in and try out classes that they wouldn't have normally been able to have access to. So it's been really nice to have the new faces, and we hope to see them stay around and get a membership and, you know, improve their healthy lifestyle.
Okay, so best time, you know, if you're thinking about the gym, but maybe you're like, oh, I just don't want to, I'm not sure if I want to spend that much if I don't know if I really like it yet. This is your chance right now to go and go to Paradise Fitness, try all the classes for free until this Saturday. And so as far as you, Marisa, any New Year's resolutions, any specific goals you want to focus on?
Yes, definitely want to cut back the sugar and, you know, soft drinks. Those are always my culprit. And portion size. It's always important to, you know, watch what you're eating in and on this island with the delicious food. It's not always easy, especially on the holidays. So just getting back into it. I stay pretty physically active, but food is my nemesis.
Definitely. You know, I actually just, for you, your weakness is pop and sugar. For me, my weakness is coffee. I just love coffee. I have 2-3 cups a day, and I also put in a lot of creamer, sugar, and so that's my weakness. And I didn't really realize, I'm like, oh, it's not a big deal, it's just coffee. But then I got this Fitbit for Christmas, and I started this 1-week food logging challenge, and I just never realized how much I'm drinking in as far as like sugar and calories. And so when I put it in, like, you know, you have to like measure how much of the creamer you're putting in. I'm like, drinking like maybe 700 calories worth of creamer every day. Yeah. So it's crazy. Yeah. So something to, you know, things to think about in the new year. Also, one of my goals for this year is to experiment more with fitness classes, because I've never been a fitness class kind of person until last year. I kind of started experimenting more, and I realized I really like being in the fitness, the group environment. So you're actually an instructor for a lot of fitness classes. Can you tell us like about the different classes that you teach?
Okay, the different classes I teach Zumba and TRX on Mondays. Mondays at Agania at 9 a.m. and then at 10 o'clock it's TRX. So Zumba is the Latin-based dance class. TRX is the suspension training, so using your own body weight at different angles to work out your muscles. And then I also teach in Dedito Friday morning Mix Fit 9 a.m., which is the people-inspired hip-hop explosive boot camp toning dance class. And then also the 10 o'clock body pump directly after that, which is, again, working your muscles with barbells and weights. So I have quite a range of different classes that I teach, and also the different locations, both Agania and Dedito. So this week it's free, so come and check me out and try something new. You never know until you try it out if you may like it. The feeling of a group fitness class is a lot different than just working out by yourself. Also, if you bring a friend, it's free this week, so you can both come and try it out, and you don't have to stay for the whole class. You can try it. If it doesn't work for you, that's fine, but at least you can say you took advantage of the free aspect we have this week, and who knows, you might love it.
Definitely. I actually also saw on Instagram, Paradise Fitness Instagram, there's a special tag a friend, and you can try a class with them for free. So again, that's here at Paradise Fitness Center until January 7th. Thanks so much, Marisa. Stay tuned. We'll have more health, home, and lifestyle after the break.
Health, home, and lifestyle. Presented by Paradise Fitness Center, changing lives since 1996.
Hafide, and welcome back to Healthy Living. We're here at Paradise Fitness Center, and of course I'm with KUAM's Chris Barnett to talk more about New Year's resolutions. So it's the very first week of 2017, and everyone, millions of people throughout the world are setting their goals for the new year. So Chris, what are some of your New Year's resolutions?
Okay, I've never really been like a New Year's resolutions kind of guy, because I feel like a lot of times, and I've done this in the past, people set like these crazy, radical, unrealistic goals, and then, I mean, you know how it is, we set these goals, and then, you know, come February, it's right back to doing the same things we were doing before. So my New Year's resolution this year was just to kind of continue on the track that I started last year. And I kind of started that with just making little changes, you know what I mean? Going walking, going swimming. You know, doing that 10K was pretty big. And then, of course, here at Paradise, the Core 6 and the Core 4 classes. And I was thinking about it as the 2016 wound down, as I want to have really realistic goals for this year. So my goals are, like I said, to just keep going forward, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder, or, you know what I mean? I just want to feel good and feel healthy and feel strong. And I think I'm feeling that way now, so I just want to keep up with that. And one thing I do want to do is run a half marathon, you know what I mean? I did the 10K at GIM last year, and so this year for the United Airlines Guam Marathon, I want to do the half marathon. So that's kind of like the big thing I want to do next year, and then of course I probably want to do maybe more, you know, 5Ks and stuff like that. But I definitely want to keep doing the classes here with Core 6 starting up again, you know, orientation this weekend. I'm really looking forward to it, because I really felt like I hit a groove. And, you know, I mean, like everybody else, I kind of went wild for the holidays, and it's really easy to say to yourself, like, oh, I'm working out, I can eat whatever you want. And that's not really the case, because, you know, like, you got to balance, and this is, you know, come from Coach Des and Coach Greg, you know, you got to balance what's going in with what you're putting out, you know, workout-wise. And, you know, it's not easy. That's why they call it working out. And I'm just eager to get back on track in 2017.
Definitely. You know, we just spoke to Coach Greg here at Paradise Fitness Center. He's a personal trainer and also the coach for Core 6. And he was giving some advice for making New Year's resolutions. And he also said to make your goals realistic. So don't jump into a drastic workout plan where you're doing 3 days and only eating, only juicing or something like that. Don't do something crazy, because the thing is, it's not sustainable. So you might try that for maybe you'll be able to do it for a week, but then you drop off and you'll get discouraged. So it's better to start off with the, you know, the small, more realistic changes, maybe trying to work out 3 times a week. And I have to say from experience, last year I was really also getting kind of desperate to get back in shape. And I did a few of those fad diets. Like I went vegetarian for a little bit, which was actually okay. And then I also cut carbs, so I wasn't eating any carbs for a while, but that didn't really work out. And so what I think really helped me get on track was the Core 6 program here at Paradise Fitness Center. So it's just something that kind of pushed us to work out 3 times a week. There were also some nutritional courses, just gave advice on better choices throughout the day that you can make. And one thing that's really made a difference for me in the new year, I just got this gift for Christmas. It's a Fitbit. And so these are, you know, really popular trends in the new year. People wearing these wearable devices, it tracks your heart rate, it tracks your sleep, it tracks how many steps you've taken throughout the day, how many calories you've burned. And there's also a food component where you can food log and see what you're putting in. So like Coach Greg said, you have to expend more calories than you're putting in, so you can kind of keep track of it. There's actually a Core 6 program starting here this Saturday's orientation. How do you feel about going into a new class, Chris?
I feel really good because I feel like it's going to be familiar, but I'm pretty sure Coach Des and Coach Greg are going to come up with new ways to challenge us. And in the break, we've had a 2-week break from any kind of like core classes here at Paradise, and you kind of find yourself like getting into the habit. Like we've been doing some home workouts, and so far 2017, I mean, there's been a couple runs in there and a couple hard circuit workouts at the house. So I'm really eager to get back into Core 6. And on the Fitbit thing. You're right, it really does make you conscious about what you're putting in, because when you sit there at the end of the day and you're like, okay, what did I eat today? And you're writing down like, oh, I ate that, and whoa, that's that many calories, and wow, I ate that, and that's that many calories, and I only burned this many calories when I worked out. It really helps hold you accountable, which is something that I think the Core 6 class does too, because you have your classmates, you know what I mean, and you're pushing each other. And I've said this so many times on this show, is I'm not really like a gym head type of guy, you know what I mean? I've always had these stereotypes about people that go to the gym, but in this class, I mean, you see people from all different walks of life, you know what I mean? And it really makes it fitness and working out so accessible here at Paradise. And I'm glad that, I mean, they've added it up in Dedido, and, it's really catching on. And I just look forward to hitting that grind with the Core 6 team.
Okay, I think another really important thing about Core 6, because it really is something that helped us, both of us, transform our fitness journey, kind of transform our lives, is that you have people there to keep you accountable. There's that chat group where they check in with you throughout the day or throughout the week to give you advice on working out or on nutrition. But also, I think a really important aspect of that program is that it holds you to that program for a 6-week time frame. And so it kind of develops a habit. So it takes 3 weeks to develop a habit. So when you're doing something for more than 6 weeks, in the first 2 weeks, say if you're just doing something on your own, it can be easy to fall off. Maybe you'll be really gung-ho for the first week, but then you get tired of it. So when you're forced to do something for an extended period of time, it kind of gets you in the habit. And so even after the program ended, it's, I don't know about you, but I found myself, if I don't work out 3 times a week, I feel like I'm missing something, or I feel really out of it, because it's just a habit that we've kind of developed.
Yeah, that's right. Any kind of fitness activity you want to do, whether it's doing it at your house, that's all fine and dandy. But I really found that trying to balance the time, especially as a working dad, we're both working full time and, juggling kids and all that. It's hard to make time to work out at the house, and, having Core 6, it's just all set for you, you know what I mean? They've got the exercise, they got the workouts, and you're with a lot of other people who are also working. So you just got to commit to showing up to class. They have plenty of time options. And really, if you try and do stuff at the house, we try and do that sometimes, and you end up working out late at night, and then, you're eating late at night because you're having that recovery meal, and it's easy to fall into that rut where, I'm working out at 8 o'clock at night, but then I'm eating at 9 o'clock at night, and then you're going to sleep with all that food in your belly. So I really feel like Core 6 it's a great way to kind of get you on that regimen. And you're right, you'll find that when you're not working out, you start to feel like guilty and stuff, you know what I mean? And Coach Des and Coach Greg, they might even watch your social media. With me, my Instagram, my Snapchat, they're always watching, and the next day I come to class, they're like, hey, you had that steak last night, we're going to work you hard. So you're right, the class and Core 6 and the coaches really help keep you accountable.
So definitely, registration is still open for Core 6, and orientation is this Saturday. And you don't have to do a class, you don't have to these are just some options for you. But just do what you can and follow your resolutions this year. Well, stay tuned, we'll have more health, home, and lifestyle after the break.
Your community calendar is brought to you by Taco Bell. Whether it's your first meal or your 4th meal, we've got you covered. Taco Bell, live Moss. Health, home, and lifestyle. Presented by Paradise Fitness Center, changing lives since 1996.
That's it for tonight's show. Don't forget, if there's a health, home, or lifestyle topic you'd like to see us cover, email me at isa@kuam.com. We'll see you next week, and stay healthy, Guam.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion.